Welcome to Why Such a Fuss, an exciting new channel dedicated to help individuals and businesses to learn more about data protection in a way that is easy and engaging. I'm Christina from CVG Solutions, and I am a fully qualified data protection professional. I am passionate about educating, empowering, and enabling businesses to thrive. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel and help us to spread the word. Data protection is there for a reason. It protects you, your family, loved ones, customers, employees from coming to harm through the use of personal data. So make sure you click subscribe. Now, get ready to embark on a journey of growth and knowledge as we dive into the world of data protection. Scott Salmons, remote DPO and IAG consultant, speaker, coach, and NLP master practitioner, is joining us once again for today's podcast. Hi,
Hello.
Scott.
Hello, thank you for having me back.
Yeah, great to have you. So, okay, Scott, so let's talk about marketing, okay? Because it's there's a lot of confusion out there, and I get this question a lot of the time. What is the right way to obtain opt-in? Because as I said, there's so many businesses, they're still getting it wrong.
And so many businesses see it as a burden, as well, if we ask them, they're not going to opt in. You know, it's almost like they think their customers are avidly against them. Therefore, we must do an opt-out because they won't opt in. And actually, that's not true. Certainly not in my experience. The more you actually engage with your customer, the more you make it easy, the more you make it logical for them as look, they genuinely want this, the more they'll do it. So, for example, I've been working with a startup recently, and we've been going through the app startup process. And traditionally, they were going to put at the end, do you give us permission to send you marketing? Is that compliant? Yes, it is. Is it getting an opt-in? Yes, it is. Do they have to click it? Yes, it is. Is it really exciting for them? Is it going to, encourage them to do it? No, it is a bit dull. And this is where there is a degree of working with your marketing and comms team to make this more appealing. So we actually made it as part of the process for signing up. Each screen was different. Where we were getting in bits of information, so for example, name and email address. In there, we put in this is what we use it for, this is how you can control it in your settings, and we would also like to use this, as well as some other information, to send you marketing. This will be tailored based on what you say your preferences are, this is how it works. Then, do you want to sign up to that? And it was worded so that it flowed better. It was better English, for one. It flowed better. It took the customer on a bit of a sign-up journey. It made sense in the logical series of events for signing up to the app. And it was more, what's the word I'm looking for? More plain English, but more inviting.
So it was more engaging as well.
Yeah, you've explained what it is you want to do.
And
it's
you're
clear
showing
what you want.
transparency. I think that's important. You're showing transparency.
Exactly. And you can't sign up to the app without going through this process. So that way then we can control what people see. We can evidence that they've said yes. And it's put in a structured way so that the customer feels informed. It's not laborious, so it hasn't really stretched out the sign-up process. It's still logical. I think it was 6 screens, if that. But again, it's part of the app. So it just flows, I think when we recorded it or tested it, on average, it took less than 2 to 3 minutes to fill in, if that's it. And it's worked. So when we were then looking at who's signing up, who's not signing up, the overwhelming majority of people were signing up and saying, yes, I want to do that. It makes sense. I get it. They've seen it, because it wasn't then just buried in a sea of boring text at the end that by that point they just want to click and get rid of. It's actually part of the journey. So it was compliant. It got an opt-in rather than opt-out. It was clear. We explained what we were doing. We gave links to the relevant privacy notice, etc. It worked. So where this myth or perception comes from that in order to get a marketing consent, it's got to be, it's a stuffy thing at the end and no one will sign up to it, therefore we're not going to do that, we're going to do this instead. Actually, no, you can do that very well and inform your customers and then make sure that your customers are clear on what they're getting. Because if they think they've not signed up to it, or when they have, or they have signed up to it when they haven't, or whatever, any mix of the two, customers are going to be quite annoyed if you then start marketing to them when they went, when did I sign up
Yeah.
to that? I don't remember doing that
So
because it
yeah,
was buried at the end somewhere.
I like very much like what you've just, explained of this journey going through and being transparent, being informative, contrary to what I've experienced recently. So I was signing up for a course
Mm.
and a pop-up came up. We were keen and being transparent. And so I had three options
Oh,
to choose from. I know I had the silver, the gold, and the platinum.
oh
Okay.
no.
When it comes to direct marketing. So you're thinking, okay, well, the
Oh
silver,
no.
maybe I just get the newsletter once a month. Do you know what I mean? It's the low.
Yeah.
Um, and then the platinum is when they're going to bombard me every day. Do you know what I mean? With promotion emails. No, actually, it wasn't that at all. It was the total opposite. So it was done from the perspective of the company rather than the perspective of the individual.
Oh, right. Yeah,
And it
yeah,
was not clear at all because there was no explanation of it until you clicked on it. Um, and then something I've never seen before, so you'll be surprised on this, Scott, there was the option to customize the privacy notice. I could customize the privacy notice.
Huh?
I
Uh,
know.
okay. That's a new one. All right. Okay. Wow. How to overcomplicate
I
and
know.
completely, I'm going to swear now, go ask about face. Wow. Okay.
Uh, By the time I understood what I was reading, but obviously I come from a data protection environment,
Mm-mm.
but Elaine, John Doe out there is going to get so
Yeah.
confused about all of these and they're
Yeah.
not going to know what to click.
Oh no, there's transparency in like supporting your customers, making sure they've got everything they need, and then there's giving them too much, almost like we don't want responsibility for telling you things. So there you go, customer. Here's everything you need. You sort it out.
Yeah.
No.
Or doing well, in this case, they were doing the opposite of being transparent because they were confusing you with all of these
Ah,
options that are not even options, if that makes sense.
yeah.
It's either you're in or you're out. It's very simple. And then the
How?
other one that I've experienced is the Nelm. I went and shopped on the Nelm a few weeks ago, and
Mm,
they wanted my email address to
mm,
send
mhm.
the receipt. Um, and I said no because I know someone else said yes, and then all of a sudden they're receiving almost daily promotional emails. So I straight away said no. But again, it's very sneaky because they're not telling you. They're just simply saying, would you like your receipt to be mailed to you? And you go, well, actually, yes, it'd be convenient. It's, you're not using paper. So you're saying yes because of those reasons, but they're not telling you, oh, by the way, we're also going to use your email address to email you promotions and everything else. So that, again, not transparent, very, cheeky.
Yeah.
Um,
And sometimes for two different reasons as well, because sometimes you
yes,
get it where they just don't tell staff. They've no trainings. They've just deployed this point of sale thing that then
yeah,
dictates that it requires an email address. So
yeah.
their staff member says, "Can I have your email address?" And then when you ask them why, they look at you like, don't know, because the system's telling me, and they've had no other training on it whatsoever. And having worked in a retail background, yeah, I can see that happening. The amount of time stuff got dumped on us with there you go, and we just have to look at each other and go, "What's this? And how on earth does this work?" So that I can legitimately believe.
Yeah.
Or the other side where the system forces them to no, sorry, the member of staff is incentivized to get sign-ups. So I know of a couple of companies where they incentivize staff and reward staff with targets on the number of
Oh,
sign-ups. So it's in the staff members' interest to get your email address and sign you up to marketing because the company will reward them with a little, I don't know, a bonus or a gift or
Yes.
whatever. So you will get those that pretend to play dumb. And no, it'll be fine. And you'll get this and you'll get this and you'll get this.
Yeah.
And it's because they're incentivized to do it.
Yeah.
And then you get those that are genuinely genuine. But I find the majority of them either fall into one of those two camps.
Yes. Then somebody else, I can't remember who it was now, but there was a post on social media, and I think it was the shop next, where the shop assistant basically was insisting on having the email address for the receipt because they wouldn't print it. We are not printing it. You can only receive it via email. We don't print receipts and all of that. And again, it wasn't the shop assistant per se. She was just following orders or instructions. But again, it goes to show that now organization, are going way too much the other side with the excuse of we are going green, which I totally support, but you need to be transparent.
Yeah. And this is where, again, you've got to have your wits about you. So for us as DP geeks, we have our wits about us. So we'll go, yeah, you can have my email address because I don't particularly want the paper receipts. Yeah, fine. But I want you to click the little opt-out thing. Thank you very much. Because you will get some people, because I've had this in mine, where I've said, yeah, this is my email address. I'm already signed up. So I'm already a customer. So I should be on your system. And they will override the opt-out that I've given before as well, this is a new one. So, and you didn't opt out this time. No, I've opted out before, very clearly opted out before. That should apply every single time. Thank you very much. Naughty, naughty. And I did write a strongly worded letter. But not every single member of the public is going to know that. They're just going to take things at face value and think that it's genuinely just to get to the receipt. And then by the time they've then gone in to check their email, because not everyone checks their email daily, you're already signed up to various different things and they've sold your data on and it's too late to put the genie back in the bottle. So you just live with it and then you just delete, and you spend your days deleting spam. Whereas all it takes is a member of staff just to go, by the way, we'd like your email address to send you a receipt. Would you also like to receive marketing? Yes or no? Simple.
Yeah, simple. It's just a simple process and they are just making it complicated. But is it what intrigues me, I guess, is the question. It's how do those organizations expect to build trust with the clients when they're not being transparent?
Because it's condescending, isn't it? It's this. We know better. You need to stand up to our product because you've bought, I don't know, you've bought a pair of trousers from us before. Therefore, you must want to buy our jackets. That's just logical. You must want that. It's in your interest to do it. Well, says who? I bought a pair of trousers from you because I was in need of a pair of trousers because I spilt something on them and I wanted to do it back. Get another pair or whatever. There's 1,000 different reasons why someone would buy a pair of trousers. Why do you arrogantly assume that I want to buy trousers from you again? Why didn't you give me the choice? I just don't understand this marketing versus choice. I can tell you that parties thing is that no, they can be the same thing.
Yes, I don't know. But I can tell you that for me, those shops that have done what they've done, they're not going to get any more business from me. I'm going to be shopping elsewhere because they've broken the trust, but also they've not actually made any effort to build it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm the customers. I'm giving you my money. I'm giving you my custom. You should be respecting that.
Yeah, it's a two-way partnership. If you want me to spend my money with you and stay with you, especially in the day of choice and in a world of choice, if you want me to stay with you as a loyal customer, then it's a two-way process. So some of this goes beyond data protection. It goes into like customer trust and customer perception and loyalty, that sort of stuff. It was all part of that. And if you're treating me like a number or a predictive algorithm, then of course I'm not going to stay with you because I'm just... well, I'll go somewhere else.
Exactly. Scott, thank you again for joining us. How can our audience get in touch with you?
You can get in touch via X, for however long that lasts. Are via at IG Lighthouse. You can find me on Instagram, either via at IG Lighthouse or at Privacy Minion. Either one will find me, or via my website, www.lighthouseig.com.
Fantastic. Thank you, Scott. And if you would like to get in touch with me, I can be found on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search for CVG Solutions. Alternatively, email me at info@cvgsolutions.co.uk. Before we go, I would like to remind the audience, follow to avoid missing any future episodes.